What's up, witches and warlocks? Puma Fist here. So today we're going to talk about, even though I'm tired of it, we're going to talk about abortion a little bit because it's the number one thing trending in the news right now. So I was doing a little research today. I was listening to some podcasts and interviews and things like that with a bunch of different religions and their stances on abortions. And it's pretty interesting to see the wide variety of viewpoints on this. And it seems to be, for the most part, it looks like most religions are perfectly okay with abortions in certain circumstances. As far as the ones that I know for sure, Islam, they're okay with it. Like if the mother's hurt or something like that, and the baby's going to kill the mother, if they don't get rid of it, they're okay with that. I guess also in certain cases, if it's like a pride thing or something like that, somebody's wife gets knocked up by another man, they'll grant an abortion. But yeah, for the most part, it seems like, if it's for the health of the mother or the child or whatever, if there's a deformity or something like that, they're okay with it. Buddhists, same thing. Buddhists seem to be okay with it in, the rare circumstances. It's not until you get into, funnily enough, the religious fundamentalist Christians and Catholicism, where they have an outright absolutely no, don't do this. Mormons, yeah, they're like, nope, this is wrong. Don't kill a baby. It's God's creation. Starts at conception. It's a life from the very get-go. It's God's creation. Don't kill it. Now, one of the most interesting ones that I ran across is actually Judaism. Now, the video that I watched today, and I've got it linked in the description box below with a timestamp. You can watch it for yourself. This is not me. This is not me criticizing. This is me just recounting what Rabbi Yosef Shusterman says. And apparently he's a renowned authority on halalic rules, and he's an expert on Jewish law. So the most interesting thing that I found was definitely this. According to halalic rules, a baby does not count as alive until 30 days after it's been born. So they're okay with abortions, specifically, they fall in line pretty much with everything else. It's don't do it if you don't have to. But if the mother's going to die or there's complications or something like that, you can terminate the baby. And with these rules, okay. I have to give you the example that I saw in the video that I linked in the description. Okay, so a baby doesn't count as alive until after 30 days of having been on Earth. After that point, it's considered viable, because according to the Jewish law, it's after 30 days of it being born, it's considered a human and it's viable. Within those first 30 days, they don't know if it's viable. It could die of something, SIDS or anything like that. So that's a really weird standard to set. They also view it as life doesn't begin until a baby takes its first breath. So all the way up until 9 months, in Jewish law, a baby in the womb is not considered a viable person. Not until it takes its first breath. And then 30 days afterwards, it's still not viable. And the example that Rabbi Yosef Shusterman gave was that in the case that there needs to be an abortion, like a late-term one, it's better for a Jewish doctor to do it instead of a goy. And he says goy. That's not me saying that. This is him. A goy doctor doesn't have the same rights as a Jewish doctor. Now, what that means is let's say that there's a partial birth going on, and the baby is, it's something's wrong. It's going to kill the mother, something like that. Since the baby hasn't taken his first breath yet, it's still on the umbilical cord. They can go ahead and destroy the baby, and that's completely okay for a Jewish doctor to do it, because they aren't held to the same standard of capital punishment as the goy is. So if you want to have an abortion, it's best to have it done by a Jewish doctor, because they aren't held to the same standards as the rest of doctors are. Anybody who's not Jewish, the goyim. And that's a little bit frightening. He even went on to say, Rabbi Shusterman went on to say that even if somebody, if a Jewish person kills a baby, let's say 20 days after it's born, it's frowned upon, but it's not something that you will get in trouble for. So in the case of like Ralph Northam, the former governor of Virginia, where he said, hey, the baby can be born and we'll keep it comfortable, and then we'll have a discussion with the mother of what should be done with it, basically a post-birth abortion. You better have a Jewish doctor do it, because they're not going to be held accountable. If the goyim does it, they can, it's murder. But the Jews aren't held to the same standards as the rest of us, apparently, according to Shusterman. So, that's pretty wild. I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of it. Like I said, I've got the timestamp in the video below. Check it out for yourself. Now, as far as my views on abortion are concerned, I don't care. I don't care if somebody wants to have an abortion. My view on it is, most of the people that are going to have abortions, that aren't for like a medical emergency, they're pieces of crap. And I don't want their piece of crap offspring taking up tax dollars down the road. Trashy thoughts that are just going out and getting banged. Oh my God, found out I'm pregnant. Oh, so-and-so knocked me up. I guess can you take me to the clinic so I can get an abortion? Yeah, that. All right, first of all, if that kid is actually born, if we tell him no, that kid's going to be miserable living with a piece of shit mother like that, and guaranteed an absentee father. So it's just going to be another burden on society, another mouth to feed through the public dole. So I really do not care about abortion myself. Have as many as you want. I also think there's too many people on the planet. I'm totally with Bill Gates on this one. We have a severe overpopulation problem, and I say go for it. Have as many abortions as you want. Get rid of them. I wish that an asteroid would hit Earth and knock the population down by like half. There are just way too many goddamn people on this planet. So for me, abortion is a non-issue. You can hate me for that, whatever, that's fine. That's just where I stand. I don't care. And it's none of my business. It's none of my business. I don't give a shit. The only thing that is my business about abortion is I do not want my tax dollars going to pay for it. This is not a right. If you're going to have one, pay for it yourself. Don't take my money and pay for it. That I'm totally 100% serious about that. Do not use my money to do that. And the other thing too about abortion is I just want people to be honest. Okay, I'm a scumbag. I make no bones about that. Puma Fist is an asshole, but I'm an honorable asshole. And I just want people to be honest. When they're having an abortion, you are ending a life. I think life begins at conception. So, just be honest. If you're going to do it, that's fine. I don't care. The more the merrier. Have as many as you want. I just want you to be honest and say that you are killing somebody. You're killing a human being. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I kind of rambled a little bit. Check out that video I sent. It's really interesting. Let me know what you think. Puma Fist out.